A young man was very unhappy with his life. He felt that he had no purpose, no direction, and no meaning. He decided to seek the advice of a wise old man who lived in a nearby village. He went to the old man's hut and knocked on the door. The old man opened the door and greeted him with a smile. "Hello, young man. What brings you here?" he asked. "Sir, I need your help. I am very unhappy with my life. I don't know what to do with myself. I feel like I am wasting my time on earth. Can you please tell me how to find happiness and fulfillment?" the young man pleaded. The old man nodded and invited him inside. He offered him a cup of tea and said, "I will tell you a story that may help you. Listen carefully." The young man sat down and sipped his tea eagerly. The old man began his story. Once upon a time, there was a king who had everything he could ever want. He had a beautiful palace, a large army, a vast treasury, and many wives and children. He was admired and respected by everyone in his kingdom. But he was not happy. He felt that something was missing in his life. He wanted to know the secret of happiness. He summoned his wise men and asked them to find out the secret of happiness. He gave them 1 year to travel around the world and bring back the answer. The wise men set out on their journey. They visited many countries and cultures. They met many people and learned many things. They saw the wonders of nature and the marvels of human civilization. But they could not find the secret of happiness. They returned to the king after 1 year and said, "Your Majesty, we have searched everywhere, but we could not find the secret of happiness. We are sorry to disappoint you." The king was very angry and disappointed. He felt that he had wasted his time and money on a futile quest. He decided to seek the advice of a sage who lived in a remote forest. He had heard that the sage was very enlightened and knew the secrets of life. He ordered his men to prepare his chariot and set out for the forest. He reached the forest after several days of travel. He left his chariot and his guards at the edge of the forest and walked alone towards the sage's hut. He found the sage sitting under a tree, meditating. He bowed before him and said, "O sage, I have come to seek your guidance. I am the king of this land, but I am not happy. I have everything I could ever want, but I feel empty inside. I want to know the secret of happiness. Can you please tell me?" The sage opened his eyes and looked at him with compassion. He said, "O king, you have come to the right place. I can tell you the secret of happiness." The king was overjoyed. He said, "Please tell me, O sage. I am ready to listen." The sage said, "The secret of happiness is very simple. It is this: live in the present moment." The king was puzzled. He said, "What do you mean by that?" The sage said, "It means that you should not dwell on the past or worry about the future. You should focus on what is happening right now, in this moment." "But why is that so important?" the king asked. The sage said, "Because the present moment is all you have. The past is gone and cannot be changed. The future is uncertain and cannot be controlled. The present moment is where life happens. It is where you can experience joy, peace, love, and gratitude." "But how can I live in the present moment?" the king asked. The sage said, "By being aware of your thoughts, feelings, sensations, and actions. By paying attention to what is happening around you and within you. By being mindful of your breath, your body, your senses, your emotions, and your thoughts." "But what if I have problems or challenges in my life?" the king asked. The sage said, "By living in the present moment, you will be able to deal with them more effectively. You will be able to see them clearly and objectively. You will be able to respond rather than react. You will be able to learn from them rather than suffer from them." "But what if I have goals or dreams in my life?" the king asked. The sage said, "By living in the present moment, you will be able to pursue them more passionately. You will be able to enjoy the journey rather than obsess over the destination. You will be able to appreciate every step rather than miss out on the beauty along the way." "But what if I have regrets or mistakes in my life?" the king asked. The sage said, by living in the present moment, you will be able to forgive yourself and others. You will be able to let go of the past and move on with the present. You will be able to heal yourself and others. But what if I have fears or doubts in my life? The king asked. The sage said, by living in the present moment, you will be able to overcome them. You will be able to face them with courage and confidence. You will be able to trust yourself and the universe. The king was amazed by the sage's words. He felt a surge of clarity and peace in his mind. He said, "O sage, you have opened my eyes. You have shown me the way to happiness. I am very grateful to you." The sage smiled and said, "You are most welcome, O king. But remember, the secret of happiness is not something that I have given you. It is something that you have always had within you, star. You just need to discover it for yourself." The king thanked the sage again and bowed before him. He then returned to his chariot and his guards. He went back to his palace with a new perspective on life. He started to live in the present moment. He became a happier and wiser king. He also became a better husband, father, friend, and leader. He spread the secret of happiness to his people and his kingdom. He lived a long and fulfilling life. And he died a happy man. I hope you liked this story and learned something from it. Superscript 1.